Good morning. That is really loud today. I'm glad clearly our audio system is working well. Well, good morning, and thank you for joining me this morning on an update of university activities. I'm going to start by thanking everybody who was involved in a truly successful 44th commencement. This is a time of year that we celebrate as we watch our graduates walk across the stage, receive their diplomas and their opportunity to go off and pursue their professional dreams, all made possible because of the great work that each and every one of you do. The commencement went off without a hitch this year, aside from the attack wasp that many of you who are there know about that in the story. If you haven't, you can watch it online. We had a rather large visitor join us for commencement across the stage that day. I get a lot of questions from members of our community, from members of our board about higher education in general. For those who have watched what's taking place, higher education is suffering pretty significantly across the country. There's a lack of trust. There's genuinely a large number of our community who believe that the value is no longer there, especially given the cost relative to what's delivered through the educational process. There's a lot of activity going on nationally that's political in nature on how we teach and what we teach. And finances have been pretty difficult across the entire educational enterprise. Mostly the reason I get these questions is people watching what's happening here in Ohio. Our partner institutions, our sister colleges and universities, many of them are struggling. If you've watched what's taken place in Northeast Ohio, we've had a large number declare substantial financial shortfalls, $40 million budget for shortfalls, $10 million budget shortfalls, others who are now restructuring and resizing their organizations, so eliminating jobs, eliminating programs. Nationally, there's been a change in what students want to pursue. Liberal arts have declined dramatically, while sciences are increasing, and we're expecting this to get worse. The estimates right now are that the pipeline of potential high school students who are going to go into college is going to drop by another 15% between 2025 and 2030. So those universities that are competitive, that are doing a great job delivering quality education, high-value programming for our students are going to do well. Flagships will likely continue to do well while others suffer. The main reason I get these questions is about our own viability and our own sustainability as a university. I want to put all of you at ease. We've done very well as an organization. Our implementation of operational excellence programs, the quality of the education that's delivered by our faculty, the value of the programs that we've decided to take on at this university, and our focus on graduate level health and sciences education have put us in a good position. We're strong from a financial standpoint. Our student enrollment is continuing to go up. New program development is in areas where students are clamoring to get into the university. To give an example, our CAA program, we graduated our very first team across the stage this year, 3 years into that program, and we're getting thousands of applications for very few spots. College of Medicine has got the same benefit, 5,000 to 6,000 applications for currently 190 slots. So we are doing great, and it's all because of the work that this team of people have done, coming together to support our students, to support research, and to make this a sustainable enterprise. So I want to applaud all of you and thank you for putting us in the position that we are in. When I meet with my board of trustees, we have no major significant issues that we have to report. They are supportive. The state has been supportive. Our faculty and staff are very supportive, and we're all here for students. So thank you. I wanted to take the opportunity at the end of this academic year to thank you personally for all the great work that you do. So now we're going to move on and talk about the things that we always do, sharing the great stories at the university and giving you some updates. First, since our last update on research, we've had another $1.2 million in research funding. All research is important, and all funding is really a sign of the great work that our faculty members are doing. But I do need to specially call out those researchers who are receiving high-level NIH awards. The R01 is really the coin of realm and recognition for the great work that's being accomplished by a health and sciences researcher. And Dr. Moses Oyuwomi and Dr. Fayez Safadi have come together and are both on a new R01. And Dr. Christine Krish also now has an R01. And it's really a pleasure to watch these great individuals grow in their careers and to be able to gain that national recognition for the great work that they are doing. So thank you to all of you for the support, but a big thank you and congratulations to our team members whose work is being recognized both at the state and the national level. We have a brand new member of our team, Tanya Strong-Charles. Tanya Strong-Charles. Tanya is joining us now as our Chief Marketing Officer. She's replacing Rod Ingram. Tanya has been with us a week already and has not left, so that's a good sign that she's here to stay, we hope. Just a little bit on her background. She's a former NBC news anchor and a former ABC affiliate news anchor. She previously was the Chief Marketing Officer at John Carroll University and Syracuse University, and comes to us having really led Spectrum News. So Tanya, we're thrilled to have you, and welcome and congratulations. Our pharmacy students have continued to take on leadership opportunities, meeting that goal of ours to create transformational leaders. I do want to recognize that a team of pharmacy students went on to win the business plan competition for the Ohio Pharmacy Association. And one of our students was recognized of only 12 in the entire country by the American Society of Health Systems Pharmacists for her leadership. So it's really great to see our students getting out and doing incredible things, taking on leadership opportunities. Many of you know that we started Neovations, Bench to Bedside, which is an interdisciplinary program taking students and clinicians from across the region and across disciplines, putting them together to identify an unmet medical need, to solve that problem, typically through the development and planned commercialization of new technologies to advance healthcare. One of our teams who focused on digital health platform went out and competed at the Bench to Bedside program at our sister program at the University of Utah. This is a very large program with a huge amount of competition, and they walked away with the first prize in digital healthcare. So we're really proud of our team. They went on to continue to present their work here, and one of the individuals has decided that he's going to take a little bit of time off during the year as professional development in his medical studies to continue to pursue and develop this technology that they've created. So our hats off to these new young innovators who are looking to lead the way in healthcare through new technology development and commercialization. I also want to congratulate Dr. Jennifer Bacon. Jennifer is our chairman of pathology in the College of Medicine, but she was just recognized by becoming the president-elect of the Association of Academic Pathologists. This is the lead organization nationwide for pathologists in this country. So this is really a big honor and recognition of her leadership and her talent. The progress on the College of Dentistry continues to go very well. As you know, we've raised over $19 million in state, federal, and philanthropic funds to be able to support the development of our College of Dentistry. It's a 3-phase process to receive accreditation that takes about 3 years. We have now been fully cleared by the Ohio Department of Higher Education. We have also received a thumbs up from the Higher Learning Commission with a formal letter that was received 2 weeks ago. And we've had our final visit from the CODA site visitors, which is the Commission on Dental Accreditation. the equivalent of the ACP or the LCME for the College of Medicine and the College of Pharmacy. We received our formal report noting 7 recommendations. We responded to those recommendations, or will be formally responding to those in a letter in the next 2 weeks, and will be reviewed in July and should hear in August on the decision. At this point, we have no reason to think that we would not receive initial accreditation. It was a very positive visit with our site visitors, and the report was viewed very favorably. So next steps after we receive accreditation approval is to go through the process of recruiting our very first class that we anticipate will be able to start in August of 2025. We're looking at 50 students. Right now, the College of Dentistry has been growing the opportunity in a way that we're allowed to. We can't advertise it right now as an existent school until it's accredited, but we've been bringing in students from across the region to take a look at the institution and what we intend to do through Discover Dentistry Days. And we've had a large number of students and great interest in the program. We've also received a lot of recognition now through the Ohio Dental Association and others in the state to help address the workforce needs that the state suffers so poorly from in oral health care. It's the #1 unmet healthcare need in Ohio, at least according to our state leaders. The Fred and Penny Freeze lecture will be taking place this month. Many of you know that there's a long legacy here with the Freeze lecture. This is an opportunity to recognize excellence in care around schizophrenia. And so we recommend and suggest that all of you attend if you have the opportunity to hear from the great speakers that are always present on this campus for this. We also have certain requirements that we have to meet. We try not to bring those out at every one of these updates, but the more important ones really affect our ability to operate as a higher education institute that benefits from federal funds and programs, including the ability to get our students the assistance that they need. So I need everyone, if you could please, by June 30th, complete your FERPA training. If you don't know whether or not you are somebody who needs it, just do it. Most of us do need FERPA training. There are going to be some exceptions. You may know who you are, if not, your supervisors will. I've done my training. It's on campus. It's short. It's painless, but please get it done because we need to make sure that we are at 100% compliance so that we are compliant with federal requirements for our students to be able to receive the financial assistance that they need. It's hard to believe that graduation is done and we're already rolling into our next academic year, which will start shortly. In fact, we're still in our Maymester, but we'll have a whole new set of students coming onto the campus. And with that, the traditional white coat ceremonies in the College of Medicine and in the College of Pharmacy. We're 180 degrees out on cycle with our College of Graduate Studies students. And so those CAA students' white coat ceremony is traditionally in the early spring. But I encourage all of you to please attend, to come meet our students, to come congratulate them on their matriculation into the university. It's getting harder to be able to reach and contact all of our students as we've grown substantially, and we're beginning to spread greatly across the region. We have a fairly large footprint now in Cleveland, Akron, Canton, Youngstown, and we also have a number of students at satellite activities down in the Columbus region. So it's really important that we connect with them and show their support, show our support for them while they're here, especially in their early days coming to the campus. And for you, as a thank you in trying to get us all together, this is a family. We want to remain that way. And the best way you can do that is to bring us all together to enjoy activities together. So there will be an ice cream social that'll be held here on the campus on June 18th. Thank you for the team that led the planning for this. We're doing many more things in the future to try and bring the team together, at least those of you who want to come together and to interact and spend some time with your colleagues and your peers. We've also, again, extending our Summer of Wellness programming, which goes from May 24th until August 30th. That means on Fridays, there's the ability to come off work 2 hours early. This isn't intended to be a time to go hide in your homes. What we want you to use this for is wellness activities, whether it's physical, social, mental, or both, or all three combined. It's important that you get out, especially during the summer months, and try and look after your own health rather than just your work and what you need to do to keep your lives running on a daily basis at home. We want you to focus on you. I want you to focus on all aspects of your health and making you somebody who's going to be a whole person who continues to lead a long, happy, and productive life. And that's why we give this time off. And this time, of course, is off with pay. So thank you for the Human Resources team who's continued to push for this and put this together as a now long tradition at the university. And that was my update for today. It's relatively short. We've ended a very successful academic year. We're heading into the next academic year. And now I'd like to take a moment to open it up to any questions here with the team or online. Do we have any online questions yet? All right. That means I need to step off stage for a moment, because when you get to be this old, you need glasses to be able to read. So let me read these questions for us. So much work has been done to improve the aesthetics of the South Corridor, A, and lower level of our buildings. Is anything being done to bring a cohesive and updated look to areas that haven't been touched in several years or decades and now look highly dated compared to these other areas? Examples, the library's 24 hours, study hall, commons and conference rooms, some with mismatched branding. The short answer to that is yes, we are. And in fact, Mary Taylor has already met with some external consultants with a big focus right now on that 24-hour study space for the students. Our intent is to go in and revamp the entire area, building it out based on student requests. And student requests have been, we don't need more common areas with seating around tables in open areas. We want smaller 2 to 6 person study areas where we can close the doors right on the walls. And so that is the plan right now. We're going to do an extensive remodel of that area. We're also going to take the great work that's been done in the South Corridor and into the academic corridor around the College of Medicine, the Provost's office, and the College of Pharmacy, and that'll get extended back towards the old Wasson space where we're reconstructing and building out a 32-bay dental operatory to deliver healthcare on the campus. There will be a 52 operatory station for dental simulation, and that's all getting built out in that same area. I've now asked our team to walk the campus corridors and look for areas where we can refresh as we're going through the progress of reinvigorating the entire campus. We're going to try and hit every area. Some of those areas we need your assistance and input with. I realize that if we go in and fix up the aesthetics of some of the research areas, it can cause a disruption to some of the research being accomplished. I think this is particularly relevant for the hearing research group, who noises can be problematic for. So we will be working with you and looking to help reinvigorate those areas. If you walk this campus, you'll find we have a beautiful campus, and things that now look a little dated relative to the work that we did were really not that bad. I invite you to go look at some of the other campuses that this state has, and you'll quickly see that this is an outstanding and beautiful campus, and our operations team does an amazing job maintaining it. But we are going through the process of revamping the entire campus. Most of what we need is just paint and carpet and some beautification through both imagery and maybe some paintings on the campus, but no significant structural issues. And our space is currently pretty well fit for the work that we do. I have attended some of the town halls where you and the provost met with students. Those are very nice. Being a staff member, I have learned a lot from those regarding the future of NEOMED and questions and concerns that students have. It seems there are always surveys for the students asking what they need or what they want. About your employees, would you consider putting out a survey for them to ask these same types of questions? And again, yes. In fact, we did several surveys last year where we asked what your biggest needs were. We asked you to rate the quality of many of the operations on the campus, including food services, whether or not you use the bookstore, the quality of human resources, the quality of our finance and operations departments. I have been asked numerous times if our faculty and staff can rate the services that they receive. We've taken that feedback and have already made substantial changes, and our intent is to reach out and do it with you again. This meeting, though, where we come in person or we come on Zoom concurrently, is your opportunity to also do just that. Surveys can be tedious. People get survey fatigue. I'd love to send you more of them so that we can get feedback on how best to grow and change the university. But the more we do, the less responses we get because people become tired of survey, and survey fatigue is a pretty common thing. So we will be sending them out judiciously, but in the meantime, that's why we're here. So you should feel free to ask questions. I'm always transparent. That is my promise to you. You may not love the answers every single time, but our goal really is to look after our people here at this university. You're the ones who deliver the work that we do as part of our mission. Looks like, will those results be shared? Yes. And in fact, I have shared those results previously in these updates. We can bring those back. And in fact, perhaps what I'll do is have Mary and Lacey, who helped to lead those, come back and re-engage and show you what you said, and then we can go over the changes that we have made in our next update. Anything from the audience who's here? Everybody's happy. We have a beautiful university and a lovely day in Ohio. The weather's been great. So take advantage of your summer of wellness. I hope to see you walking the campus, as many of us will be out there. Thank you.